All right. Well, good evening, everybody. I'm really wanting to talk to you guys today. Antoinette and I just got off a good, really good, powerful call, and a question that popped up that I want to share with you guys because it clicked with me, and it really helped me to I think get a better way to explain a lot of the things that I talk about with the way our country is going and the way that change is happening. First, so the question, of course, is what lens are you looking through, or do you look through? You know, there's something that I've known now for quite some time. For those that don't know who I am, because I know that I have a lot of new followers on YouTube. I have been a coach, a coach for over 20 years. I worked beginning 20 years ago, back in 2001. I began working with Zig Ziglar. Some of you are not probably old enough to really know who Zig Ziglar was, but to me, he made a big impact in my life. And he used to say this. He said, "You got to be before you can do, and you got to do before you can have." And a lot of people that never have, they always they look at it backwards. And there's something called cognitive dissonance. And I would ask you to look up the word cognitive dissonance, because depending on what lens you're looking through is going to make a difference on how you really interpret a lot of the things that I will share with you, or for that matter, anybody that shares with you. Most of you by now know that, you know, when people look at John, they know that I am the passionate patriot, but I'm the passionate patriot in every aspect of life, because the lens that I look through is growth. The lens that I look through is of not where I am, but where I'm going. And I base it, now here's the key, I base it on experience. I base it on a vision for the future. Most people that I talk to, they're so caught up in trying to figure out how they're going to make something work. And it's because they're always basing it on the past. And they're basing it on what is going on in their job or in their life, or whatever the fact is, because you all, every one of you, men, women, you're all doing something. So the question is, you know, are you doing something that you feel good about? See, for many people, they don't feel good about what they're doing, but they do it because they feel like, well, that's the only thing I can do. Well, I can assure you that's not the case. The case is that you can do anything, but you have to understand, you know, where are you focused? Are you focused with your lens on something that you can work towards for improvement, or are you going to continue to keep repeating? Some of you probably have seen the movie Groundhog Day. I thought it was an interesting movie, but it was so real in many senses, because that's how many people live their life. It just keeps repeating. And for those that don't know, you know, Antoinette and I, what we have is we have a business that it's called the Patriot Business Network, and we serve people, but we don't serve it in a lens that most people are familiar with. Or if they're familiar with the vehicle, so to speak, they have a different perspective because of the lens they look through. So, and I know for some of you, you might think that I'm talking in circles here. What I'm doing is I want to awaken people up to the fact that if you're living based on, you know, 2000 or 2005 or 2010, I would recommend that you reevaluate and start to realize that, you know, even though you may want it to be that way again, we're never going back there. And so what I'm really going to suggest you do is take a really good look at, number one, where you are, but also where are you going? And here with the Patriot Business Network, I can assure you that if you are looking for something above and beyond what what you currently have, we can have it for you. We can show you how to make that happen in your life. So I'm not coming on here real long. There was nobody on here at this point, which I didn't expect it to be. But reach out to me. You can find me on Facebook at facebook.com/Coach John. Talk to you later. God bless.